Google looking to sell tablets straight to you. And here to talk about that is Amir Efrati from San Francisco. How you doing, Amir?
I'm doing good.
So we have seen Google try this before with smartphones with very limited success. What are they doing now with tablets, and how may they apply some of the lessons they learned from their smartphone business?
Well, you said limited success. It's interesting because Google and Andy Rubin, the head of Android, doesn't believe that it was a limited success. He believes it was generally a very successful program. It just would have taken too long to partner up with wireless carriers to get plans for these smartphones. What's different here now is we're talking about tablets. People don't want wireless plans for their tablets. That's what wireless carriers have discovered over the past year. That's why they've not been able to sell and haven't had a huge incentive to sell tablets, and the burden has been on them to sell tablets. Google has sort of watched helplessly as these wireless carriers have not sold as many tablets running Android software, Google's mobile operating system, as they would have liked, and so they're really want to create a new distribution channel, a new way to sell these devices directly to consumers.
But is it really the carriers that have caused Android sales to be so soft, or is it Google itself?
Well, one can argue that the software, the Android software, needs to get better. And certainly Google is always hard at work at that, and people can debate whether the software is as good on Android tablets as it is on the iPad, which is just still so dominant. But I think that when Google looks at this market, they see how the carriers were able to sell Android smartphones that, again, people could argue were inferior as far as user experience to the iPhone. And they were able to sell these Android smartphones nevertheless in great numbers, making the Android Android the #1 mobile operating system for smartphones. They just don't have that same incentive and that same drive to do it. They haven't been able to market these things well to consumers, the tablets, I mean. So I think Google thinks that because it's really good at marketing its own products now, it's doing huge TV campaigns for Google Plus and the Chrome web browser. It really knows how to get out there now in ways that it didn't 2 years ago when it tried the Nexus 1 smartphone sales to consumers. It thinks that it really has a chance now to do that with tablets. And of course, these are going to be tablets that Google is not building on its own, right? But they're going to be collaborating, as always, with the manufacturers that make tablets like Asus and Samsung and Sony and many others.
Well, Amir, you mentioned those hardware manufacturers. I'm reminded of Google's Chromebook program. Talk about that, if you would, and compare this effort with that.
Yeah, so Chromebooks, as you pointed out, that runs the Chrome operating system. It's specifically made for laptops right now. So they do have a program to sell these Chrome laptops that are made by Samsung and Acer to consumers, but I think they're really targeting the enterprise market, the business market, and students as well. That hasn't seen a whole lot of uptick. You don't hear a lot about that program. I guess there's no reason to think that those Chromebooks won't also be available to consumers. If Google is going to sell tablets directly to consumers through its online web store, why wouldn't it sell its other products, right? Or other products that it has a hand in. Also, we should remember Google is directly overseeing the manufacturing of a music streaming and video streaming device, which we reported about a month or so ago, and that is something that they could also sell directly to consumers through this online store.
Great. And just real quickly, who does Android want to go after? Are they going after the iPad market, or are they going after Amazon Kindle market?
I think they want to go after all of it, and they feel very strongly that they can be the dominant player here. They've had a slow start, but I think that they believe that with tablets can take so many different forms. These are real computing devices and are going to fill different needs. So they're going to have all these manufacturers building all kinds of different shapes and sizes. So they really think they can go after all these different markets. You mentioned the price point. Google may subsidize the cost of some of the tablets that they're going to sell directly to consumers in order to get that price point down and capture the lower end of the market like Amazon has with the Kindle Fire.
It'll be interesting to see if they do, and it'll be interesting to see if they have some success. Thanks a lot, Amir, for coming on and talking about it.
Sure thing.